Are you a nasty bastard?
No. No, I'm not.
Welcome back to another episode of Midlife Playbook. I'm Matt, as always, here with the man, the myth, the legend, Naeem.
Hello, hello.
Let's get this started. Looks
Yep.
like these are already open.
Yep.
But that's all right.
Cheers.
Cheers. So are you a nasty bastard? Before you answer that,
Mm-hmm.
got a little tidbit for you here, my man. Did you know that in England, there are more chickens than people?
You would think there would have to be, right?
It's interesting, right? Think about the amount of chickens you see everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
You-
more chickens than people.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact number, but
You think they eat a lot of chicken over there?
I don't know. Clearly not if there's more chickens than people.
Right. Because my grandfather always used to say
And you
something.
went to England, didn't you?
I did.
Was there a lot of chickens?
I didn't see any chickens running around. I was in London, though. I better not be chickens running around. But my grandfather used to say this because he didn't eat chicken. Because he had a pet chicken when he was growing up. And the story is that they were hungry and they had to kill it and eat it. So that's why he doesn't eat chicken. But he would always say this. He's like, I don't eat chicken. He said, you see all these chicken wings that all these people are consuming.
Right.
Thousands and
Right.
hundreds of or millions of pounds of chicken wings.
Right.
He said, you don't see that many chickens running around.
Right.
Those aren't chicken wings. Those
You
are coming from somewhere else.
So you know what's funny? You know what I always say about when we go to Mexico
Mhm.
and you get chicken while you're down there?
Yeah.
How many chickens have you ever seen in Mexico
No.
when you're riding from the airport going through rural Mexico?
I see skinny ass cows.
How many
Right.
chickens you've seen?
None.
That's iguana meat.
Oh.
You're eating iguana meat. They're calling it chicken.
Tasty.
There are no chickens in Mexico. I've never seen a chicken in Mexico anywhere.
Tasty.
I mean, it's hard to drive anywhere in Ohio and not see a chicken. There's some right up the street, right outside of the neighborhood. There's a whole house of chickens.
Oh, yeah.
You hear the rooster all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
All right.
Are you a nasty bastard?
You're about to get me started.
Let's go, man.
All right. So what are some nasty things that people do that just irritate you? And if you're one of these people that do these things, just kind of maybe just think about it.
So what's the setting? Where are we at? What are we doing?
The number one. Should I start with number one or something that's not as bad?
Start with maybe just go with number one.
Number one thing, etiquette wise, that just drives me. It literally makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm at a nice any restaurant. I don't care if it's McDonald's.
Just
or
eating.
I don't care if it's Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Eating. And what do I hear behind me?
Full on just blowing that honker.
Full on, just right in the napkin, right at the dinner table.
Oh.
I mean, you're literally expelling mucus and phlegm and just nastiness all into your napkin. And if it's a cloth napkin, you dirty MFer. Like, what makes you think that the linen company
all that
wants
shit?
I don't know if it's catching it. And if you pulled a handkerchief out of your pocket and blew it in there and then put that handkerchief back in your pocket
to use it again later, the same one later.
God, man.
So next time they pull it out, it's half crusty and stuck together.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to look for a clean spot on it, and then you see them just they shove it back in. Oh my God, drives me insane. But literally at the dinner table, come on. I mean, you're expelling gas and mucus out of your body,
right,
while people are eating.
Yeah,
eating.
Yeah.
What's the difference between me putting my rear end across the table from you and farting in your face? It's while you're eating, it's the same thing. I'm expelling gas from my body.
It's
Am I not?
too? Yeah.
Yeah. Why is it any different?
That kind of like the snail trail we were talking about.
Yeah. This is the
dinner time snail trail.
This is the gaseous mucus version of snail trail. But at the dinner table.
Right. Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh my gosh. Please, people, please. If you're nasty and those are one of the things you do, just eliminate that from your list of nasty things you do.
I think any of that. It's like you said, farting, burping, even.
All that at the dinner table.
All the things. You know, one thing in a restaurant that kind of bothers me, and it's not necessarily a nasty thing, but I think it's just a self-awareness thing, is the people at the table maybe next to you or right behind you talking so loud you can hear their entire conversation.
Do you think people do
over your own?
Right. And do you think people do I just burped.
Well, he's a nasty bastard. Here we go.
But do you think people do that intentionally? Because I've met people who are so impressed by themselves, and they might be talking maybe about a new car they just bought, or maybe they're talking about how much money they make or the stock market or something.
Oh, some tooting their own horn a little bit.
Oh, yeah, and they want everyone around them to hear.
I mean, you know what? I never thought about probably. I think that definitely happens sometimes.
Douchebags.
But there's always, like, the argument that's happening too, and it gets heated and loud, and, like, everybody can hear it.
Right.
But you know where you're at a little bit on that one.
Yeah.
Like,
because it gets uncomfortable for us as non-participants. You know?
Because then you're just like,
right.
Well, what did Jimmy do next?
But
Tell me, Mary.
You know what the funny thing Alicia does? We'll be talking, and we'll hear them arguing over there.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, babe, shh.
I'm trying to listen.
I want to listen to what they're saying. She's like, you wouldn't believe what he just did.
Jamie says the same stuff to me if we hear it. Or if we're just out anywhere. We didn't have to be at the restaurant for that matter.
Right.
If she hears something going on close in our proximity, she'll be like, shh, or she'll kick me or something. Hey, shh, listen, what's going on here? And then now I'm the guy that's got to look over. Where?
Right.
I'm like, Jesus. Now they know I'm staring.
Exactly. I'm the same way.
Now they know I'm staring.
I'm like, who, that guy? She's like, don't point. Like, what's wrong with you?
That guy right there.
And the guy's looking at me like, what? What?
Now we're fighting.
Right.
Oh my God.
Sparks the whole thing.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So what's the other thing? Have you ever been also in a restaurant, right? You go to the bathroom, the urinal.
Oh.
The guy, you're next to a guy, you both
nice
are doing
watch.
your thing. Yeah.
Say nice watch while he's going to the bathroom. No, just me? Okay,
That's
sorry.
Just you, man.
That's just me. Sorry.
That's a Matt thing. Was it a Rolex?
I don't know. It's flesh colored.
I'm done with it. I don't even know if I can finish this damn episode. I'm falling apart over here. Oh, gosh. Well, so after you finish looking at his watch,
and then you got the time, buddy?
Yeah. You roll over to the sink, wash your hands.
Yeah.
I don't care if you touched it or not. It's just it's a thing. Yeah. Just wash your hands.
And he walks out behind you and doesn't do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
now you're watching to see where he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. You don't touch the door behind him. You don't do any of those things.
None of that stuff. And then if by chance I keep a mental image of who that person is.
Yeah.
Because if you reach out to shake my hand at some point that evening.
No, not happening.
No, buddy.
Right.
And I think it's fair game to call them out and just say, I'm sorry. I can't shake your hand. You didn't wash it. You just had your penis in your hand. And now you wanna swap skin with me? And hands are just disgusting in general, right?
They touch everything.
They touch everything.
They touch anything that anybody else has touched.
Right. Right.
Yeah, everything.
And you know what? We got to do away with shaking hands altogether. I'm over it. I've seen countless people in their car. I mean, just digging.
Yeah.
Digging in their nose, their mouth, scratching their behind. All of it, man. And then we just we're reaching out. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
How's it going? Nice to meet you, buddy.
Just shake hands.
Right.
And I'm the kind of person who carries hand sanitizer.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done shaking hands, I'm sanitizing.
Yeah.
If I'm not outright washing.
Right. Right.
So, geez, stop being a nasty bastard. So,
I don't know if you noticed the shirt I'm wearing. There's a theme, right?
Mm-hmm. You want me to tell the people
what
it
go
says?
ahead. What's that
for
say,
those
buddy?
of you listening and not watching, it says just another sexy ass bald guy.
So baldness, something I've been wanting to talk about, a sensitive subject for some men, not for some others.
Right.
It's how do you deal with the moment when you realize you're going bald and are going to be bald?
How old were you when you started losing it?
So I noticed it was noticeable to me about 28, 29.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't handle it well. To be honest, I was a guy that was a little self-conscious about it.
You didn't handle a lot of things well. You didn't handle 40 well.
I didn't handle anything.
You're not about to handle 50 well. I'm gonna help you do that.
50 is gonna be a problem.
You didn't handle
I'm just telling
well.
you. I'm telling you 9, 11 months in advance, whatever it is. That day in December is going to be a problem.
I got
the
you.
mad guy here.
I got you, buddy. Don't worry about that.
But I made the decision to start just shaving my head bald around 35, 36. And I was self-conscious about it. Super I wore a hat all the time.
You still do.
Not as well. I would. That is true. Got me there.
But here's the thing. You
but
look
different reasons now. I was doing it then because I was self-conscious about being bald.
Sure.
So that's why I wore it then, and then it just became part of my look.
But you're lucky, though. And I'm going to tell you why you're lucky. You don't have a misshaped head. You don't have dents all over your head.
Yeah, so that's
you
part
don't
of
got
it.
the hot dog roll back there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know when it looks like a pack of hot dogs in a packet there, looking like some ballpark Franks. Oh goodness!
I do know.
And so, yeah, no, you can pull it off though. So that's good.
I was that guy though, and I think a lot of it was because I felt like my attractiveness to women was based on me having hair or not having hair.
Ooh, women love a bald guy.
So a lot of guys are caught in this though. They're caught in this. Women like hair versus not liking hair.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, it was a rough transition. I mean, it was first year or two of shaving. I was not digging it.
Did you have nice hair though?
I did.
Good.
I did. In my 20s, I started keeping it real short anyway. Not a buzz cut, but like a 0 into a 2 fade kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was always short. But yeah, I had, huge full hair. Yeah. I grew a rat tail in high school. Remember those? Just a little rat tail.
I had one.
I had one of those too. Grew it no problem. Right. So it was rough for me.
You probably looked like a maniac with a rat tail.
When I did. It wasn't. These were the days of like silk shirts and pegged pants and all the things. All the things, man. I didn't handle it well. And the as this is happening, I met Jamie, my current wife. I met her during this transition of hair to no hair.
Okay.
And our very first date was one of the last times that I had I didn't wear a hat on the first date. She's told you the story, remember? About my yellow shirt.
Oh, yeah. I
thought I was kind of nerdy.
Yeah.
So I was kind of nerdy, but my hairline was way back. You know what I mean? It was bad. And I was self-conscious about it then. I was like, and then to hear her say she thought I would look nerdy on the first day, I was like, God, there's hair. That's what did me in.
So when you say, I started losing my hair probably about the same age, around about 29 or so. And I noticed that I had like the widow's peak going.
Oh, yeah, that's what I had. Yep.
I had a cover two working.
Okay.
The corners were dropping back.
My corners were dropping back, and the safety was out of the play.
Right.
Safety was, I only had 10 men on the field. The safety was gone back there.
Oh, gosh. And right now, if I were to go, so I'm bald as well, for those of you who are just listening.
Bald is beautiful, by the way.
It is. Love it. And so, not only am I going bald on the top and on the corners, but any hair that I do grow now is gray as can be.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
it's all gray.
All gray. And why is it that we can grow hair everywhere else on our body?
But our head, I don't know.
Not top of our head. But not even our whole head.
Right.
Look, you got a full beard.
I'm right here. My hairline right now is above my ears. If I was to grow my hair out, the top would be completely gone, and I would have hair from like here down.
Insane.
Right.
Got to shave that thing every day.
So I don't shave every day. Do you?
I do.
So I do not. I will tell you, and you've probably seen where I get lazy, and you'll see me with hair because I don't like shaving every day. It's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass. I mean, it adds a few minutes.
You have a more professional job that requires it.
Yeah.
You're in customers' faces every day.
Yeah.
Right. If I was doing that, I probably would too.
Yeah. But no, like when the weekend hits, if we're on vacation, I may go a day or two. I shave.
So when we went on vacation down to the Dominican, I think we were there for 5 days. Is that right? I shaved the night before we left, and then I only shaved twice down there the whole time. Night before we left, and like 2 days in, and then like the day before we left.
Yeah.
That was it.
Huh.
So how did you transition? Was you like, when you made that decision where it's time to shave, were you like cool with it right away?
Yeah. So what I did was I took the clippers and I put it pretty much on the lowest setting.
Yeah.
And I just cut my hair down where you could still see a shadow. And I could still, how black dudes, how we do. We do the outline.
Yes.
Make it real sharp with the tape.
Yep.
And so I would just have that kind of outline. just with a
Okay.
little shadow. So almost bald, but not quite bald.
So you kinda had a little bit of hair for a while before you went
Yeah,
full
fully.
bald.
And then one day, I remember it clear as day. I was in the shower and I just saw a razor sitting there. I was like, eh, let's just give it a shot. Let's see. I mean, it's going to take 4 days for my hair to grow back to the length it
Yeah.
is right now. So I went ahead and shaved it, and the reaction was good.
And you got a good shape too head for that.
It's decent. It's
I
decent.
think yours is good too.
A little.
Eh,
It's
not
kind of
really.
long in the back, but
No.
long in the back. Long in the
You got a
back.
trunk back there? What are you talking about? A little trunk in the back of my head.
Oh gosh.
So I think for a lot of guys, the struggle starts with, are women going to find me attractive if you're single?
They will just shave it.
It was a thing for me. It was a transition I went through. I was definitely in my own head about it.
Well, let's let them know. They will. They'll
They
find
will.
you if you're
And it
out
was
there
okay.
struggling right now, and I know you are,
Right.
I know your hairline is receding, you're holding on to it the best you
Yep.
can. Let me let you know, you
doesn't-
look ridiculous.
And it doesn't matter.
Right.
Women aren't going to care.
No.
There's going to be women. Yes, there will be women not attracted to you, but there's going to be plenty of women attracted to you.
Yeah, you're actually going to attract a whole new set of crop of women who
Correct.
actually are attracted to bald men versus men with hair.
Well, so I don't know if it's necessarily attracted to bald men or attracted to the confidence that bald men carry and walking around like that.
Oh yeah, because it takes confidence to pull this off.
100%.
Yeah.
When I first started, so 2 decisions I had to make: shave it, and then the second big decision was to stop wearing the hat.
Mm.
That
Yes.
was horrible for me.
Yeah, but it's
For
good.
a few weeks, like, I thought people were staring at me, laughing at me, making fun of me. All these thoughts went through my head. None of it was happening,
Right.
but those thoughts were in my head.
Yeah. And it's fine though.
Well, I say that to say this: once I came to full acceptance, I was like, "This is great."
It is.
You get confident, because it takes confidence to rock a bald head.
Yeah, it does. And you know how much money I save by not getting haircuts? I know white guys can go, a couple weeks without getting their cut. But man, I was dropping 20. Now, this is back when haircuts were cheaper. I was dropping
Right.
$20 a week. That's $80 a month on my
Damn.
hair.
I was getting my hair cut twice a month.
Yeah.
And it was like $10 each time.
Yeah.
Of course, I was going with that high fade, right? So it was just a 0 up to a 2 or a 3 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real
Oh,
easy.
man.
But I don't
Yeah,
know.
stick it out. You got
Yeah.
a list over there to look at?
Stay in there, buddy. So these are the top 5 signs you're officially old. Speaking of bald and
Is that what's got to be one of them?
50-year-old,
Oh, stop it. We're not
45.
talking about...
I'll be 45.
Oh, Jesus, you're a
that's
baby
Let's
still.
talk about it.
All right,
So,
let's go.
all right, the number 5 sign that you're getting old is you make weird noises when standing up every time. Bonus points if you sigh when you sit down.
Oh, God, I do that.
You just sigh.
I just did it right there. Oh, my goodness. I get the random knee pop, ankle pop.
Oh man, my worst time is either first thing in the morning or if I get up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
It's just
Yeah. Oh,
every step
popcorn.
is a pop.
Popcorn.
My ankles, knees,
Oh.
hips.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we're old.
yeah, we're getting there. Number 4, you get excited about socks. Good socks, warm socks, compression socks. Doesn't matter.
I don't get that.
I get excited about a good ankle sock.
I like a good ankle sock.
If
Yes.
it stays up,
Yep.
I can run in my shoe. I can play golf.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about having a quitter on.
Right.
I'm good. Or even
Yeah.
a good dress sock. You know
Yeah.
what a quitter is?
One that creeps down on you when you're trying to know it needs to be
It
high.
needs to be high. It's
Yeah.
a quitter.
It's a quitter.
Oh gosh. Number 3. You now judge concerts based on seating, comfort, parking, and how early you can leave to beat traffic.
Ah,
I've been
go
doing
to
that for a
concerts.
few years.
Yeah, and I don't go to concerts, but I do that in general at just about anywhere we go.
Anywhere. Yeah. With everything. It's just
Right. When-
like how soon Seinfeld had a great joke. He's like, when you're younger, all you care about is going out. When are we going out? How long are we going to be out? Let's stay out longer.
Right.
And then when you get older, it's like, when are we getting back?
Yeah.
How soon can we
How
get
soon
back?
can
How
I get
soon
back
can we
home?
leave?
Right. Oh, man.
I didn't do a joke. It's a hilarious joke, but yeah, that's getting older. So number 2, you have a bad knee, shoulder, or back, and you tell everyone about it, even strangers.
Oh,
I can't tell
yeah.
you how many new customers I'll have.
Yeah.
And I'll be meeting them for the first time, and I'll just walk in there and be like, and I'll stand up. I'm like, oh, I do the make the noise, and I'm like, my knee.
Oh God.
It just needs to warm up a little bit. It'll be fine.
You remember what we decided was a good idea once at the Beer Olympics, remember? A
Oh,
couple years ago?
I'm still dealing with that.
Naeem and I thought it would be good as 40-plus-year-old men to, you know what? We're drunk. Let's go ahead and play football in the yard over there.
Yeah, he thought he was Josh Allen. I thought I was Stephon Diggs, and
it didn't end well.
Mm-mm.
You had like something real happen, didn't you? With your shoulder?
I had a bone contusion in the shoulder. I had to go see my orthopedist.
Oh, that was the worst idea ever. Seemed a great idea at the time.
We had so much fun.
It did.
And I didn't know it at the time. I'm diving for passes and just landed on. I had to go see the #1 shoulder guy in Cincinnati.
Remember the next day you sent me a text, dude, I can't move my arm. What did we do?
And I'm telling you, I still deal with it. I had to get an MRI. I was on freaking prednisone.
Keep in mind, we did this for like 10 minutes.
Then at max.
Because we were too tired.
Maybe 8 passes. Oh, gosh, we're old. All right. #1 reason and sign that you're officially old is if you started saying things like back in my day, or they don't make them like they used to. We've done that plenty of times on this show.
We do that all the time on this show.
Yeah.
Does that mean we're old?
I mean, yeah. But that's the thing. People always talk about their generation being the best generation.
Yeah, everybody's is. Yeah. Just ask them. They'll tell you.
When I grew up, this is how we did it. This is well, no, this is how we're doing it now. And it's fine. So just leave it.
I think that's enough for today. Real quick before we sign off, I just wanted to say thanks for everybody out there helping us make this show possible. Naeem and I started this about a month ago with really no expectation, and here we are on video, right?
Yeah.
So if everybody watching us on video on YouTube, do us a favor, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment, tell us things you want us to talk about. Tell us we're idiots for saying Valentine's Day is made up. Whatever you feel like you need to say.
I'm sure that's coming our way.
Oh, it is. We're sleeping in that garage.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
I got to go take my Geritol.